Good morning, students. So, here I am bringing to you the part 4 of the one liner series in pharmacology. I'm sure that you have seen part 1, part 2, and part 3, and you will be finding this part 4 series also very helpful. So, let's start. So now starting with the first one-liner, quinidine can result in chinchonism. So chinchonism is a side effect seen with quinidine. It manifests as tinnitus, vertigo, deafness, headache, visual disturbances, mental changes. Remember that quinidine is a drug which is an antiarrhythmic and is used in arrhythmia. Lignocaine is a drug which is the drug of choice for digitalis-induced ventricular arrhythmias. Remember, when digitalis-induced ventricular arrhythmias, lignocaine is the drug of choice. Then treatment of choice for WPW syndrome is radiofrequency ablation. So the only treatment of choice for WPW syndrome is radiofrequency ablation of the aberrant pathway. Now amiodarone is a class 3 antiarrhythmic and it is the longest acting while adenosine is the shortest acting antiarrhythmic drug. Please remember this, that amiodarone is the longest acting and adenosine is shortest acting and antiarrhythmic drug. Vernacalent is a multi-ion channel blocker which is recommended for converting recent onset atrial fibrillation. These are new drugs. Vernacalent is a drug which is used to convert a recent onset atrial fibrillation. Adenosine, we all know it is the drug of choice for PSVT. Bile acid binding agents are the drug of choice for cholesterol lowering in children, pregnancy, and lactation. So, bile acid sequestrant agents can be used in pregnancy and lactation and small children. Mipomycin is an antisense oligonucleotide inhibitor and this is indicated in familial hypercholesterolemia. So please remember familial hypercholesterolemia में कौन सा antisense oligonucleotide use किया जाता है? This is mipomycin. Fibrates, they are used in hypertriglyceridemia of type 4 types. Fibrates जैसे फिनोफाइब्रेट है, बेंजोफाइब्रेट है, ये इफेक्टिव होते हैं ट्राइग्लिसराइड्स को कम करने के लिए. Then lomitapide acts by inhibiting the microsomal triglyceride protein. So this is again a new drug, lomitapide, which is used to inhibit the microsomal triglyceride protein. Risk of myopathy is increased if you combine fibrates. Fibrates को अगर आप combine करोगे तो फिर myopathy बढ़ जाएगी. Now scleroderma hypertensive crisis में the drug of choice is captopril. Please remember this. In scleroderma, the drug of choice in scleroderma hypertensive crisis, the drug of choice is captopril, which is a ACE inhibitor. Esophageal spasm में we use nitroglycerin. Now nitroglycerin is used in esophageal spasm and even biliary spasm. Why? Because it is a it basically causes smooth muscle relaxation by releasing nitrous oxide. So to relieve that spasm, nitroglycerin is very effective. In benign hypertrophy of prostate, we give prazosin. If there is hypertension with diabetes mellitus, then we give ACE inhibitors. If hypertension is along with angina, then we give beta blockers. If there is a chronic kidney condition, then we give ACE inhibitors. If there is hypertension in pregnancy, then we give labetalol. In type 2A and type 2B hypercholesterolemia, we give statins. Type 3 hypertriglyceridemia, we give statins. And type 4 also we give statins. Now, if it is secondary to diabetes, hypercholesterolemia secondary to diabetes or nephritic syndrome, then also we give statins. In PSVT, drug of choice is adenosine. We have done this. Acute treatment adenosine. In digitalis induced arrhythmias, we use lignocaine. Post MI, post myocardial infarction arrhythmias, write lignocaine or amiodarone. लॉन्ग क्यूटी सिंड्रोम के ट्रीटमेंट में हम मैग्नीशियम देते हैं. Pulmonary hypertension में drug of choice is bosentan. So bosentan is an endothelin receptor antagonist and it is used in pulmonary hypertension. Following is not used in heart failure. Please remember it is trimetazidine which is not used in heart failure. Sacubitril, yesterday also in the part 3 slide I had told this, sacubitril is an NEP inhibitor. Digoxin is contraindicated in HOCM, hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy, and the drug of choice of HOCM is propranolol. Digibind, it is an antibody. It is used to treat digoxin toxicity. Sodium nitroprusside, sodium nitroprusside causes decrease in the blood pressure. It reduces the, it is an arteriolar dilator and it acts by the guanylyl cyclase cycle. Time taken for digitalization is 5 days. Now, mechanism of action of levosimendan. Now, levosimendan is also a drug which is used in heart failure, and this is a potassium channel opener, and by that it causes relaxation. Now, important adverse effect of nesiritide is hypotension. Nesiritide causes hypotension. Sorry, it's an adverse effect of nesiritide, which is hypotension. Anti-androgen, which is used in heart failure, it is spironolactone. Now, why dobutamine is preferred over dopamine in cardiogenic shock? Because dobutamine is causing less peripheral vasoconstriction. Digitalis acts by causing sodium potassium ATPase inhibition. Drug of choice for pregnancy induced hypertension is methyl dopa. This again we have done in hypertension, pulmonary hypertension, we use bosentan. ड्रग ऑफ चॉइस फॉर हाइपरटेंशन इन एक्लेम्शिया, अगर प्रेगनेंसी है और हाइपरटेंशन हो रहा है तो वहाँ पे लैबेटालॉल इज द ड्रग ऑफ चॉइस. इन अक्यूट मैग्नीशियम सल्फेट इज यूज्ड, बट अदरवाइज टू मेंटेन हाइपरटेंशन इन प्रेगनेंसी patient is given labetalol. Then which drug causes a positive Coombs reaction, that is methyl dopa. Remember, positive Coombs reaction is given by methyl dopa. Drug of choice in digitalis induced arrhythmias, we use lignocaine. क्लोनिडीन के बारे में हम पहले भी कवर कर चुके हैं. ये सेंट्रली एक्टिंग सिम्पथोलाइटिक एजेंट है, अल्फा 2 एगोनिस्ट होता है. बहुत सारे इसके इंडिकेशंस होते हैं. फर्स्ट डोज इफेक्ट होता है एंड हाइपरटेंसिव इमरजेंसी प्रेसिपिटेट होती है अगर क्लोनिडीन विड्रॉ करी जाए एकदम से तो. ऑल ऑफ द फॉलोइंग आर वेजोडाइलेटर्स एक्सेप्ट ACE inhibitors. दिस वाज अ क्वेश्चन. ACE inhibitors आर नॉट वेजोडाइलेटर्स. देन विच एंटीहाइपरटेंसिव कॉजेज सेडेशन? सो क्लोनिडीन कॉजेज सेडेशन. Which antihypertensive can be used safely in patients with gout and diabetes mellitus? That is enalapril. Which drug is a potassium channel opener? So we have minoxidil. Now minoxidil is an antihypertensive, but it is now basically used in treatment of alopecia areata. Now major mechanism of action of nitrates. What do the nitrates do? Nitrates basically they cause relaxation of the veins. So relaxation of veins, there is a preload, in a decrease in preload. Preload is the amount of blood coming to the heart, so there is a decrease in preload. Now which agent is kinase inhibitor? That is fasudil. So remember, fasudil is a kinase inhibitor. Glyceryl trinitrate is given by sublingual route because of its high hepatic first pass metabolism. Nimodipine is as I told you earlier, it is the drug which causes blood brain barrier, so it can be used in subarachnoid hemorrhage. Drug which is not given in ischemic heart disease is isoproterenol. When nitrates are combined with calcium channel blockers, they can cause pulmonary fibrosis, so they are not combined together. Treatment of choice in cyanide poisoning, we know that sodium nitrite followed by thiosulfate, that is the treatment of cyanide poisoning. Which antiarrhythmic drug is contraindicated in patient with interstitial lung disease? That is amiodarone. Amiodarone by itself also causes pulmonary fibrosis. Drug of choice for ventricular tachycardia in a patient with myocardial ischemia, lignocaine is the drug of choice. Then for PSVT, the drug of choice is adenosine. Class 3 antiarrhythmic drug is amiodarone. आपके सामने MCQ में आएंगे class 3 antiarrhythmic drug is, वहाँ पे amiodarone, phenytoin, lignocaine, digitalis अलग अलग नाम होंगे, तो आपको वहाँ पे चूज करना है. You should know which drug belongs to which class. Then arrhythmias refractory to the treatment of lignocaine can be treated by amiodarone. Beta blockers belong to which class? That is class 2. Defilotide is again class 3 with amiodarone. Then in ventricular fibrillation, what is the drug of choice? It is cardioversion. There is no drug as such. Then corneal microdeposits are seen in with which of the antiarrhythmic drug? That is amiodarone. Coming to statins, HMG coenzyme reductase inhibitor, pitavastatin, the most potent one. No rosuvastatin, no other statin, it is pitavastatin. Rate limiting step in cholesterol synthesis is inhibited by statins. So HMG coenzyme reductase को ये inhibit करती हैं, which is the rate limiting enzyme. Clofibrate, which is a lipid lowering agent, it reduces both cholesterol and triglyceride synthesis because it activates lipoprotein lipase. Please remember, the fibrates, they activate lipoprotein lipase. HDL is increased by specifically by niacin. So niacin is the anti hypercholesterolemic drug which increases HDL, पर नियासिन के खुद के इतने साइड इफेक्ट्स होते हैं कि बहुत पॉपुलर नहीं है. Mechanism of action of fibrates. So just now we saw that they increase lipoprotein lipase activity through PPR alpha receptor. Statins act on HMG coenzyme A reductase. The vitamin, so niacin is actually a vitamin, B6 vitamin, and इसकी deficiency से कई बार फिर क्या हो जाता है, pellagra. Which of the following is a potassium channel opener? It is nicorandil, we know that. Telmisartan is the drug ACE inhibitor, ARB, which also has additional PPR gamma agonistic activity, so that is telmisartan. Then which drug associated with highest cardiac mortality? So if they are asking about NSAIDs, remember that rofecoxib causes cardiac mortality. Which drug is used in cerebral vasospasm and infarct? That is nimodipine. Drug contraindicated in bilateral renal artery stenosis is captopril. Which drug is deposited in the muscles? It is digoxin. ACE inhibitors are contraindicated in bilateral renal artery stenosis. The question, the same thing can be asked in a different way. So it is not, you should not think ma'am is repeating the questions. I'm asking, repeating them, एक तरीके से reinforcement भी होता है. And secondly, the same thing is asked in a different manner. तो आपको अगर आप रट लोगे तो आप उसको जैसे ही दूसरे तरीके से पूछा जाएगा, you will not be able to answer. But if you remember the thing properly, then you can answer it even if the question is twisted. नाउ एस इनहिबिटर्स के द्वारा जो कफ और एंजियोइडिमा होता है वो क्यों होता है? इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ ब्रैडिकाइनिन. विच एंटीडोट इज यूज्ड फॉर सीसीबी ओवरडोज? वी यूज कैल्शियम ग्लूकोनेट. Sudden withdrawal. Now this again we have studied that sudden withdrawal of a drug which has been taken for a long time causes hypertensive emergency, that is clonidine. Dialysis is not indicated in toxicity of digitalis. Cough is an adverse reaction seen with intake of enalapril. Most effective method of treatment of digitalis toxicity is digoxin antibody, that is digibind. Drug of choice in scleroderma induced hypertensive crisis is ACE inhibitors. We have seen scleroderma induced hypertension, we use captopril. Then coronary vasodilatation is caused by adenosine. Acetazolamide, dorzolamide and brinzolamide, they are competitive but reversible inhibitors of carbonic anhydrase. These are all drugs which are used. These are carbonic anhydrase inhibitors and they are used in various disorders also. Then not used in presence of liver disease because of risk of precipitation of hepatic coma. Loop diuretics. Now loop diuretics, they decrease, remember this, they decrease the positive as well as negative free water clearance, while thiazides, they decrease only positive free water clearance. Loop diuretics are the drug of choice in moderate to severe renal failure. Furosemide has vasodilatory action. So this is the action because of which it is giving quick relief in LVF and pulmonary edema. Bumetanide is the most potent loop diuretic, while torsemide has the longest duration of action or the longest half-life. So most potent bumetanide है, longest torsemide है. Ethylrenic acid is ototoxic. Mannitol can be used to maintain the GFR in impending renal failure. Thiazides are used for treatment of patients with recurrent calcium stones in the kidney. Please remember this. It was asked in NEET PG 2024 this question that a patient comes. कैसे देखो ट्रिक कैसे उसको मोड़ा तरोड़ा गया कि a patient come who is taking, I think एक पेशेंट है जो कि उसमें ओपीडी में आया एंड ही इज़ कंप्लेनिंग ऑफ कंटिन्यूस नहीं ही इज़ कंप्लेनिंग ऑफ रीनल कॉलिकी पेन. ठीक है. एंड आई थिंक द थिंग वॉज दैट ही वॉज टेकिंग he is a patient of heart failure, so obviously some drug of heart failure is going on, some diuretic is going on. So this was asked that what should be the diuretic of choice in this case. So there was a loop diuretic, thiazides थे और दूसरे थे spironolactone वगैरह. तो please remember that thiazides are the drug of choice in recurrent calcium stones. अगर renal stones है तो उसमें thiazides जो हैं drug of choice रहेंगे. Amiloride is the drug of choice in lithium induced diabetes insipidus.
Aldosterone antagonists, they act from the interstitial side, while all the other diuretics, they act from the luminal side. This is important. Please remember, all the diuretics act from luminal side, but aldosterone antagonist acts from the interstitial side. ADH increases the permeability of collecting ducts by B2 by acting on the V2 receptors. Now, desmopressin, which is DDAVP, is the longer acting and vasopressin V2 selective drug and drug of choice in diabetes insipidus. So, with this, we come to the end of all the 100 one liner in the part 4 series.
Students, with this we come to an end to the part 4 of the one liner series. Coming in part 5, part 6, part 7, I'll be covering CNS, endocrine, hormones, then antibiotics, GIT, blood. Lot many topics are still there, so I'm trying to do as soon as possible.